I'm Chesley Erickson. I live in Bountiful, Utah. I have 5 children, 2 of whom live with me now and 3 that are grown adults. I'm married to Amy, and we have a wonderful family. I'm originally from Richfield, Utah, which I consider my ancestral home, but I also have a home in Washington, Utah, which I love to visit very much. I'm a partner in the accounting firm Huber, Erickson & Bowman, and I've been there since 1977. Pancakes. I've been a CPA since 1977. I was licensed with the Utah Department of Business Regulation that year, became a member of the Utah Association of CPAs that year, and also a member of the American Institute of CPAs that same year. I became a CPA because I loved business, and I wanted to understand business, and I wanted to work in business. And as I took the courses at the University of Utah in the various business areas, it became clear to me that accounting was that thing that I loved about business. My children have dogs, so I'll say dogs. I have had a cat, but really it's cows. When I was in junior high, I had a bookkeeping class, and that teacher inspired me to begin to love bookkeeping. And from that love of bookkeeping, it developed into a love for accounting. The moments in my career that make me proud to be a CPA are the times when a client comes to me and says, "Thank you very much. I appreciated your advice. Your advice was critical in helping us build our business, make decisions about our business, and it helped us structure our business and our lives." I've also been proud to work in a litigation support area, and there have been many cases that I've worked on where attorneys and I have been able to look at complex transactions and data and come out with a great result. And when that result is upheld by or used by the court or a jury in that trial, it gives you a wonderful feeling. I am a morning person. The earlier the better. If I told you what time I go to bed, you would laugh. My involvement with the UACPA has been with various events. Of course, all of the training, some of the individual events. I can remember going on our first Hawaiian vacation was on a UACPA summer event, and it was wonderful. My active involvement has been with the UACPA Political Action Committee. And at first there wasn't a lot going on, but as the years have gone by, it's been important to understand that what happens in the political climate affects the CPA climate. It affects our businesses. And so as that has expanded, our roles have expanded in that area, and I've loved working with the UACPA Political Action Committee. I've loved serving in my community. I've been involved with nonprofit organizations. For 3 years, I was president of Camp Costopolis and United Cerebral Palsy, and we run a beautiful camp in Immigration Canyon. I did that early on in my career, and it led to several people that I was able to develop relationships with that I have still to this day. Subsequently, I've been involved with Little League coaching, baseball. I coached a Bountiful girls softball team for many years, even after my children quit playing, and I developed some great relationships there. I've been a member of Oak Ridge Country Club for 20 years. I've served as the president of Oak Ridge Country Club for 3 different terms, and I've been on the board 2 different times. Summer. I'm definitely a summer person. I love everything that goes on in the summer. It seemed like the CPA profession was perfect for summer. I wasn't a skier, so I didn't mind working long, hard days and nights in the winter and missing the skiing, just as long as I could get out and play golf in the summer. I've always felt that my best attribute was communicating. I feel like my clients communicate with me and I communicate with them, and I'm able to get the answers that they need. I don't always know the answer. I'm always able to find out the answer, and I'm always able to help them understand what they need to do, whether it's a tax matter, an accounting matter, retirement plan matter. Communication has been my strong suit, and being able to relate to clients. Anytime you can have a group of peers that you've worked with for over 40 years recognize you for the things you have done, you have to be humbled. You have to be appreciative. And I am both humbled and appreciative to receive this award. I love movies. I love TV series. But if you ask me my favorite TV series, the ones that I told you, you may not recognize. Things like Perry Mason, The Old Style with Raymond Burr, Hogan's Heroes, The Andy Griffith Show, and Gomer Pyle. CPAs are invaluable to any organization. There's a way of thinking that CPAs have that is different than all other management, employees, and those associated with businesses. It's a strategic way of thinking. It's a planning way of thinking. And every company, every enterprise, nonprofit, government, profit, needs to have a good affiliation with a CPA. Maintaining a work-life balance can be difficult for CPAs, especially in the first few years. I can remember spending a lot of nights over in the Beneficial Life Tower, moving our car before they closed the parking structure down onto State Street so that we could go back up and work and then come back later after 11 or 12 o'clock at night. But as you progress in the profession, you realize that your family is your most important asset. So you have to spend time with your family. You have to spend time with your friends. You have to develop some outside activities. And as you do that, that can blend well with your professional life. And so the way I've done it is to coach Little League, coach baseball, play basketball, play sports, play softball, and be a member of a country club where I can golf and develop some relationships with others. My dream vacation is a Hawaiian beach, and at least annually, that's what I do. I do love the mountains, but there's nothing like the Hawaiian beach for me. I believe my career highlight was when I was asked to look at a set of financial figures and amounts. Let me start over. My career highlight, I believe, was when I was asked to work on a litigation support case involving a Utah company and a company in Iowa that had misused funds. I was asked to testify before a group of state Supreme Court judges in Des Moines, Iowa. And after I was finished with that testimony, they asked me to do some calculations by hand, and they actually used the exact amount that I had come up with as a damage for that company, that Utah company. Now, this Utah company was a group of turkey farmers and a co-op, and the amounts of money we were able to get for them in this settlement were instrumental in keeping that business going. And it's that type of thing that was very gratifying and satisfying for me. Future CPAs need to know that the world changes. When I started out in 1974, after graduating from the University of Utah, and until today, there's a dramatic amount of change. We didn't have personal computers. We had limited computing at all. So be resilient. Plan to learn. Learn every year. Plan to change. And as you do, you'll be a benefit to your clients and to your community.